Hello and welcome back to Kitten Up Kitten for day 3 of PK November. So as I always start my videos, welcome back. If you're taking part in this event, I hope it's going well, fingers crossed. I am actually going to do another 3x2 section today because I've got time. So I am using my mini cook tray in white for this one today. I'm still using my see-through pen because I had it handy, and I still have blue sitting to hold my clear cover back. Now I've left the bit of clear cover on today because I do need to go and collect Cat from school. So if I haven't finished, I can just clear it off. So let's find the first symbol on here. What have we got? 838. Let's go with that one. I hope you are all well. I am absolutely stoked over how much of this I've been able to do in the last 24 hours. It's ridiculous. I've done 10 squares. I'd never normally get that amount done, never. So hopefully it will all go to plan on this section and I won't screw up too badly. Thank you to everybody who commented and took part in the live. It was fabulous. I am going to start next Tuesday's live. Oh, just got an update that I clicked on. I am going to do next updates live at 8 PM instead of 8:30, just to give me an hour and a half, because like obviously I still need to get up and do the school run even if I'm not at work. I was quite tired last night, but what have I got going on today? I have a Amazon order arriving later. I won't be able to do an unboxing for it today because I do have another set of nails on, and the observant ones of you may notice that I actually have a sheet underneath my diamond painting. That's because I have a client today. I'm filming this the day before because I want to get ahead with my videos. So this is actually my second 3x2 section today. And basically I've put a new sheet on ready so that I can just whip this off, and I'm ready to do nails again. So if you're wondering, yes, it is a puppy pad. They're perfect for doing nails because I can just throw it away, and it actually works out cheaper than washing towels all the time. They also lay a bit flatter, so it's just something that I was given when I did one of my training sessions, and I've stuck with it ever since because they do work very well. So I'm pleased so far with how PK November is going, but I do want to do an unboxing on the item that I've got coming from Amazon, so that will go up as an unboxing video. Oh bugger, don't you hate it when you drop a drill? Give it another shake. I don't worry too much about whether they line up or not because at the end of the day I'm single placing anyway. I think I might need to put a little bit more tape in my single placer because it shouldn't be this unsticky already. So unless I've got some dust on my tray that I don't know about, on my drill, sorry, that I don't know about, it shouldn't be this unsticky at this point. Okay, so let's go 2 in. That's on the same line as that one. So I'm hoping that this section isn't too confetti, although if I don't get it all completed in this sitting, I can just cover it back over and hang it back up and finish it later tonight. So if that's the case, I will make you aware. I have commented, Leandri has commented literally a few minutes ago to say that she carried on for a good hour after the live last night, and that she's struggling to see the 10 line on her canvas. So she has just said I might just draw it in to make it easier. I have said to her, absolutely, I had to do that on my last canvas because I've got quite dark lines here where the 10 line is, which is very handy. But if you don't, use a fine liner to just make those a little bit bolder to make it easier to see, because it does, especially when you're placing your first few down. So that's a little tip passed on from Leandri. But way to go. Please do comment if you are participating and you know it's going well, or even if it's not going so well. Let us give you some support. But I'm loving, I've never done this amount on my Heaven and Earth. This is a first for me. So if nothing else, I'm enjoying getting this amount of work done on it. And it's quite nice to have it hanging up, because normally I roll it back up all the time and it sits in the corner. So actually having it out and knowing that I'm getting it done is really nice. I will need to refill my 838 pot because I need some more drills in this before I do my next section. I am keeping my extras that won't fit in the pots. There we go. Let me do that because it's in the wrong place. In a little box so that I can readily access them. So that's that one, up 3, across 2, and it's there. So I can just refill. So when I've finished on this section, I will just fill those pots back up again. With a bit of luck, I won't run out of any colours before the end of this. Right, so that one should be there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay, it should be there. 2, 3, 4, yeah, and that one. So I need to highlight that I've done that one. There you go. That's me not concentrating again. 1, 2, 3, 4 in that one. But yeah, I'll refill that. So I had the conversation, obviously, you know, if you're doing your Heaven and Earth from spares, if you haven't got all your spares yet, which I haven't, I'm nowhere near getting them all. But if for any reason I do run out of a colour, 1, 2, 3, I personally am going to leave the clear plastic on it and carry on without that one colour. You know, it's not the end of the world for me, unless obviously I have a section where it's got heavily a load on it. But I will just go back and put them in later. You know, I'm not too concerned. Let me pour some more in, because if I pour some more in, I can get 4 in a row and I can multi-place them. So I do have a plan if that should happen. I'm not too concerned. Look at that, beautiful. Okay, so we use that as our marker for the next one. So we need 2 in there. Missed 2 and then 1. And then we've got 2 in that bit, just there. Miss 1 and we've got 2 more, which will be in line with that one. Yes, all going well so far. 2, 1. I have done some housework today, and tray production is ongoing. That's not going to end anytime soon. Just on the trays, I do have a plan. My plan we can usually do in one work day, so like 8 hours, we can do 1 complete small tray, 1 complete large tray. You know, they do take a little while to do. Obviously, sometimes we'll do a run of stoppers or a run of lids or a run of pots. So today I've been predominantly printing small ones. So I have done a couple of small lids and a small tray, and I'm now printing a large tray, so that's going well. That's that one in. So the plan is to have at least 10 of each tray, at least, and then I am going to release those on the 1st of December and see how quickly they go. You know, if they prove popular, then there is every chance that we will need to increase production or, you know, plan a bit better. 632, where are you? 632, plenty of those, look. But it is what it is. We're not going to know until we launch. I'm envisioning that I've got about 12 people that have already said that they want them. So that is what I'm working towards. But of course, those 12 people may not just want, oh, how many do I need there? 2, 4, 6. So I've got to try and get 6 that are all the same colour. Let me try and get 4 that are the same colour. So let's get those in. Look, I've dropped a drill on there already. Right, I'll put that one in a second. Might have to change this tape. I don't know why it's doing it in single placer because, right, where does that one go? 3, yeah, there. So let's leave it there and we'll mark that one off as done. That was another update for somebody else's video. But yeah, not going to know until we launch, I guess. Hopefully, if I carry on producing regardless. I mean, my husband does have a couple of things that he wants to make as well. But if I carry on, regardless, I've got plenty of time. You know, I'm almost, well, yeah, I'm pretty much halfway there now. So if I carry on and do some extras, I mean, if they don't take off, if they don't sell really well, then they will sell eventually, I'm sure. It may just take a bit longer. And if they do sell really quickly, then I'll have some backup and I will just have to take pre-orders, I guess. You know, we'll work with it. So we want 1 there and we want 1 there. So that's them, and then we need 3. Go in there. Do love it when you get sections that you can multi-place. You know, it does make it go a lot quicker. And then we've got 2 in that top corner. I'm already doing better than I did with my section this morning. Maybe I wasn't quite as awake this morning. Maybe I hadn't had enough coffee. Ooh. So along with my unboxing package, I've also got some additional items, mainly for the shop. So I ordered some tissue paper, a bulk order of tissue paper, and I also ordered some slightly smaller postal boxes because at the minute, you know, somebody's ordering 2 or 3 cover minders and they're going in a A5 postal box. I don't need, you know, for some of these orders, I don't need something that big. So I have ordered, let me sort this tape out because it's driving me mad. I've got to reach over because I'm still sitting the wrong side of my desk. A pair of tweezers. I'm sorry if my head is in the way. So let me just do this quickly. I thought that when I did it earlier, so let's just get a little bit more. It may just be that I've cut too much off. So to load my pen, just in case you didn't know, I use double-sided tape. Stick it to my nail. Separate the top paper off, like so, and then grab the tape. Oh, that's not very good. It doesn't normally break up like that. And then roll it until it's like a little sausage. And then you get your tweezers and you just really ram it in the end there. Now this tip is one of the cheaper versions. It doesn't have a very deep well. And of course, as time goes on, you push it in a little bit more and it sort of doesn't always deaden off properly. So I'm just going to take that bit off there and I'm going to put it to one side. And then if it does push in too much and I need to fill a little bit more in, I've got it there. So let's try that. Just need to prime it. So by prime it, I mean make it a little less sticky. I'm just going to do it on my jumper because I've got a little bit of a fluffy jumper on today. So yeah, unfortunately, when you have a new product and you launch it, you don't know how well it's going to go. So it's trial and error. Has that highlighted it or has it not? No, forget it. There we go. Hadn't picked the colour up right. So let's get this one in because this one's above there. Yeah, you see it's going to be too sticky now. Right, bit more. Dab it on my leg. You can also do it by doing it on your skin, but it hurts. So I'm not going to do that. There we go. I've got a bit of blue, a little bit of blue cottony stuff. What is that? That's come off my jumper. Come on. Behave. I want to get this section done. Let's put that one in. And we've got one down here. In there. And then we've got a 2. So it's just a waiting game really, just to see. So let's put that 2 in there because that'll make it easy to find the next 2. That 2 then comes in there, so that's them done. And then we've got a row of 4. Like so. Then we've got 1 to the side. 3rd one down, just there. Miss 1 and 1 below that. I mean, I love the trays. So I'm hoping that others do too. And if they don't, it's fine. I will just carry on using them myself. I will carry on making the cover minders because I do enjoy that. So that one goes in there. And then we're 2 up and 1 there. And then we've got 2 next to that. So that's what I'm doing. I'm looking for the patterns to make it easier to find where I need to go. And then we've got 1 there and 1 next to that, on top of that one. We've then got 2 at the end of this block of 6. 1, 2, like that. Oh, it's all going swimmingly. It's all going swimmingly. Is anybody else really enjoying taking the time to do this for once? Because I don't know about you, but I really don't make enough time. And the only difference for me is obviously I'm filming every single section that I do, whereas you guys won't be. Well, not unless you're creators too and you're filming every section. But I certainly wouldn't if I didn't have to. Put it that way. Right, so let's get, I've got 2 different colours in this tray. So what I'm doing is I'm picking the colour that either is the closest to the colour I've got at the top of Pattern Keeper here, or that I've got the most of, because obviously I want to be able to have enough drills to keep me going through the whole of November. So that's why I will still be working on Mackenzie's Treasure as well in between, because I will have times where I can't film too far ahead, and I can't because of me doing the catch-up videos. And right, so we want 3 and then up 1, which is that one, and then we want 2 across and up 1, so that should be that one. So I can't do too far ahead. So this week, today and tomorrow, I can film ahead to give you your video a day for the weekend. But then I've got to stop because Monday I need to do a catch up and put all your images on and your stats. So I can't film that before Monday. And Monday I'm at work until 2 p.m. So I can't actually do that video until about 4 o'clock. That video will then go up the same day. There, we've got 1 there. And then we've got a stretch of 6. So let me just see if I can pick up 4, which goes in there. And it's 1 below. So 4 in there. And then 2 on the bottom. Maybe I'm just getting better at it. That could be some of it, because I haven't spent a lot of time working like this, because I started doing my other one, didn't do it as much as I'd hoped, and then of course stopped doing that particular one because it wasn't going to have the detail that I wanted it to have. It would have had to be twice the size, and I certainly didn't have time to do that. So that is the 838 done. Let's pick the next symbol. Not too many of these. So I do, as always, have my cup of coffee to hand. Come on, sticky drills. Always make a mess. Never do anything different. For those of you that are creators that are filming, I am of course watching your whips as well. Coffee is incredibly cold, that's disgusting. So let's do this one. So we have got 435, which is this lovely colour. Jet going overhead. They're obviously out training again. So that's a nice easy one. So that goes in there. Oh, put your pen on, Sam, put your pen on. Not got a clue what I'm doing for tea yet. It will probably be something quick I can chuck in the oven, because I've got a client coming around 6 o'clock. So it's going to be, you know, getting on for 7:30 before I can cook dinner. So, so we've got 1 there, which is that one. Missed 2 and then 1 there. Don't think I've made a mistake yet, which is good. We've got 1 right next to it and 1 above it, which is them 2. Let's do those. And then we've got 1 up there, up 2 across 1, which is under there. It's all going swimmingly. Probably said that at completely the wrong time, and now I will go completely wrong. Right in the corner, and then we've got 3 down here next to these 2, and then we've got 2 next to that. We'll get those in. So I'll be proud of myself getting 2 2x3 sections done in a day. Goes to show that you can always make time if you really want to, even having a busy schedule. I was really gutted today actually, because my client that came to have her nails done, It was the first time I'd done her nails when she came last time, and she had bright orange Halloween nails. So I was looking forward to doing something equally as bright or glitter or something. And then when she came, she's been told that she's got to have her nails off. So we had to do a really boring, basic pink, you know, almost natural. Not exciting. Not the sort of nails I like to do. However, they came out beautifully. But not what I'd hoped to do today. But it is what it is, and it's fine because my next client always has something off the wall or bright, so I'm sure she will make up for it. And I do enjoy seeing my clients. They are friends as well. They're not just, you know, your average everyday client. How many of these have we've got? 5. So let's get them done out of the way. What is that? 3830. That's just these. Let's just knock. Pulled out 6. Never mind. Okay, so that one goes in there, which is nice and easy. That one goes next to that one. This is all going very well, guys. I'm a little concerned because that would signify that I'm probably going to make a massive fuck up at some point. Excuse my language. Fubar. Yeah. Okay, what a lovely colour that is, though. That's that done. Not too shabby. Go me. After months of not being able to do this. Let's do the watermelons. The lovely 839. Where are you? There. So again, I've got a couple of different colours in this one. So I'm going to use the darker colour because I've got more of that. So that one. And then that one. And then that one. And then 2 in that bit. Yep, 1, 2. Leaves me a step of 3, and then 1 in that one. Fabulous. The thing is as well, the 839 and the 838 in this is barely different. It literally is so similar, but I'm following the plan. So 1 there and 1 there. So I should have 2, 1 in there. So now I'm looking for the gaps. I'm looking for the spaces to tell me where the next drills need to go. Because that's the thing with Pattern Keeper, isn't it? It's like sometimes you go to put a drill in and you've got a drill real close to it. But you know, as soon as you've done it, that you've forgotten where you were. Because there's just a massive expanse. So by using the pattern of the drills you've already laid, you know, by looking at the spaces, it can help center you again so you know where you are. Why do we do this to ourselves? I don't know. So yeah, what else did I buy? So I bought some smaller boxes. I bought some tissue paper. Now I've forgotten where I was. That goes in there, so that's that one. This is where I've got that, so I need 1 more there. And that's that one done. So smaller boxes, tissue paper. What else did I order? Oh, I ordered 2 more moulds of the little creatures, the little cats and bears and stuff, because I think as cover minders, they're very cute and I think they may sell quite well. So I want to be able to put up, you know, at least at least 3 of each time I do a pour, which I need to do tomorrow morning, hence why I'm filming tomorrow's video now, because it means tomorrow I don't have any nails in. So it means I can take Kat to school in the morning, I can come home, I can get my resin pour done because I have a couple of orders to fulfill. And then I can focus on getting the videos done. I can sit for a good stretch and do, you know, a couple of videos in a go. So it's worthwhile taking the time to do this now. And then I may get an hour after I've had dinner to sit and just diamond paint, in which case I will pull down either Mackenzie's Treasure or the Dancer, because that's the round, probably the round, because I don't have to think about it so much. And I might get an hour if I'm lucky, and if I don't, I don't. You know, I might feel shattered by then. I might just decide to watch YouTube or Time Team to chill out. It's quite strange as well, getting used to getting the printer up and running all the time. You know, I'm always listening out for that signal that, you know, something's ready to come off and I can get the next thing on. And what am I going to do? You know, am I going to do, how long have I got? Do I do a big tray? Do I do a small tray? Whole new thing for me. Always bloody working, aren't I? If it's not one thing, it's another. I should think myself lucky that I'm able to work the way that I do. Tomorrow is much more of a doing what I want to do though, because at the end of the day, I'm spending the day diamond painting. Even if I'm doing videos, I'm still spending the day diamond painting. Can't moan at that. I don't get the chance to do that very often. So we've got 3 in this corner. Yeah, 1, 2, and 1 under there. So that's that 3. So just trying to keep an eye on the time as well. Oh, and I didn't say, did I? Yesterday I had a very interesting day in the respect that obviously I ordered the Mandy Manzano canvas Willy Wonka, and I commented on her art page to say that it would only be a Mandy Manzano that I'd break my no by for, and Mandy Manzano commented back at me. So that's my little piece of starstruckness for the day. Very happy with that. 3776. How am I doing time wise? 2:45. I don't need to leave here until, what did she say, 4:20? She said to pick her up. Oh, I can't remember now, so I'm going to have to pause a second and check my phone. Right, so 1 there and 1 there, which is those 2, and then 2, this one, and 2 again. So that's those 2. So what I will do is I'll get this colour in, and then I will check my phone for what time it was. I think she said 4:20, which means I don't need to leave here till nearly 4 o'clock. So I've still got over an hour. Should be absolutely fine to get this section done. I'm trying very hard to concentrate so that I can show you guys that I can do this without screwing it up. It's a mission. It's a mission plan now. Again, I have got a couple of different colours in here. Not fussed, not bothered. You know, they're spare drills. I'm using up my spare drills. That's all that matters. Okay, I will say that I have put a large tray on, so I've got a bit of time before I have to worry about that one coming off. So it's not going to be done anytime soon. That one. Oh, so just as you do that one, pen starts being sticky again. Okay, I'm in the second square, there and there. It is going very swimmingly. Proving I know what I'm doing. Finally. Okay, so let me put this colour away. I'll get ready for my next one. Oh, literally 4 drills. Let me go check. You see, I'm saying, and my phone's above me, so I'm going to have to take my phone out the cradle. Right, so give me a second. Right, so hopefully I've got it in roughly the same position that I had it before. So let's do 3, 5, 6. Where are you? Because I just need 4. Oh, you can never chuck out just 4, can you? Have you noticed? Always has to be 1 extra. Pen, done that one. Got 1 in this second section. Let me get my ground in. 2, so it's there. Fabulous. So yeah, it was 420. So I've got just over an hour. I don't need to leave here until, I've got an hour. I don't need to leave here until 4. So that's fine. I will then get home in time to make a brew before my client comes. L, let's do that one. 420. 420. Need a few of those, so worth putting my stopper in. Right, so what colour is it? It's the darker colour. So let's pick those out. This is what I mean about if you're saving spare drills, that it won't matter so much if they're not the exact colour or if you've got mixed drills. Because a lot of this is confetti, I'm able to take the time to pick the right colour, you know. And yes, okay, it may vary. I may run out of one colour before I get to the next section, but because it's in the next section, it doesn't matter, you know. By nature, a lot of these pictures are very, very big and very, very confetti. So that's why I don't worry about mixing my dye lots. And certainly, I'm not the sort of person that would, you know, buy all new drills for this. The whole purpose of me doing this is to use my spare drills. You know, I don't want to be buying thousands of drills when I get so many left over. That's why I wanted to do this project. So, not that one. Let's use that one. 1 there and 1 on that step. Proper in my stride today, so maybe the secret is to do more than the 1 section in a day. Maybe that's where I'm going wrong. Okay, let's get these ones. So we've just got 1 in there. Look at it. I have never spent as much time doing a heaven and earth as I am right now. I've only ever done a section and then stopped. So it's kind of nice. I mean, I did stop today, but you know what I mean? I've never, oh, nearly caught myself. Nearly made a mistake. Don't want to ruin my record. I'm doing well today. So 1, 2. update from Crafty JJ Newton. Shall have to watch that later. I do have to say, I do watch a lot of other content creators, diamond painting creators on YouTube. Don't always get to watch every video that they do. Most of the time, if I'm watching, right, so we need all 3 of these, so let's get those in. It's because I'm diamond painting, so I'm absolutely fine watching kitting ups and whipping chats and all that sort of thing. I don't necessarily always watch unboxings. It depends who the company is for. It also depends on how many unboxings the person does. You know, I get very bored very quickly. I can't watch more than 1 or 2 unboxings at a time because I just get bored. So yeah, it does vary as to what I'm doing. 801, let's do that one. But what an achievement today already for me. I'm proud of myself. 12 squares today. I poured way too many for what I need. Hey ho. What's new? I was watching Penny do hers, and she was sort of saying about how she's not very good at getting the drills to line up because she's not a multi-placer. She doesn't need to do it. So the secret, Penny, is lots of drills. That's how I find it works. I can't get them to line up anywhere near as well if I've got fewer drills in my tray. So having extra drills poured out helps them line up better. I think that's the case in any... It is that one, isn't it? Yeah. In any tray. The trick is to have more drills than you could possibly ever need. That one. And for some reason they just line up better. I don't know why. That one. Trying to remember to look for the spaces. And that one. Because that seems to work better for me. Of course, if you are working on your heaven and earth and you have tips, tell us, share. What are your tips on doing your heaven and earth? Do you have a certain method of doing things? Do you look for the spaces, or do you look for the drills that you've already laid? You know, how do you do it? So for instance, when I was doing the mini Little Dreamers tree, I would have my key at the side here, and I would start at the lowest number and work my way down and do it that way, because I had 239 colours, so I couldn't have them all out at the same time. I had 2 cases. Whereas with this one, I'm literally picking whatever symbol I want because I can easily see them all. I've only got 81 colours now to look for, so it makes it a bit easier. Thank you. That one didn't want to come out. So how do you do it? Do you have any tips for anyone that might be watching, contemplating doing, helps if you've got the right thing, literally 2, 3, 8, 5, 8. Second to last colour. Have you got any tips for anyone who is watching currently with the plan to maybe do their own heaven and earth or conversion project? What are your tips? Please do share. My biggest tip is most definitely to start with something small the first time. Unless you're incredibly brave, don't start with a massive one, because it's very intimidating when you first start. I promise you. Oh, I ain't got many of them either. 869. There. Because that's the mistake I made. I love Amy Stewart, and I love the Little Dreamers tree. And I'm not saying I will never do it. I just felt that I took on too big a project, and for that canvas to be really good, I would need to do it full size. And the full size version is nearly 40 centimetres across. And let me just find my thing. Yep. 40 centimetres across and 2.5 metres long. And not only do I not have anywhere to put a canvas that big, so I wouldn't be able to display it, which is what I don't want, because at the end of the day, if you're going to commit that much time to doing a project like this, then you want to be able to display it afterwards. I didn't want it to leave it rolled up somewhere, not doing it. So I decided to do the mini version, but it just wouldn't have been detailed enough. And I don't want to spend that amount of time doing something that doesn't look as good as I'd want it to. Very full pot of 779. That one and that one. Definitely getting easier to place the drills now that I've got a lot of it filled in. Why are you not sticking? Thank you. Let me give that a dab again. Possibly just gone too sticky again. So I'm using these two to anchor me. That's that one. So yeah, if you've not done one before, then unless you're incredibly brave, I would say stick with something small. If you don't know if it's something you're going to want to do and you do have a few spares available, go and head to dmc.com. They have a number of mini cross stitch charts which work out very, very small. Get some graph paper and use double-sided tape to make your sticky, and try that. Do a little one. I decided to do a little one, not just because I wanted to try it, but because everybody has been buying the Paint Gem minis, which I love. They look amazing. You know, I'm not knocking anyone who buys them, but I don't want to spend £30 on a set of mini paintings. I would rather spend that money on a big canvas. Whereas because I had some scraps of canvas that I could use my spares, get this free little pattern from DMC and make my own little painting. So there's a whole video on that. Go and check that out. That will give you a good idea of how to go about starting. It will give you step-by-step instructions on how to put your pattern onto Pattern Keeper. Where's this one? There. And you can try it out. It's not for everybody. You know, you might think, hang on, this is a little bit too much involved for me. You know, I don't want to have to think this much. But you might just love it. Those of you, of course, that are doing your Heaven and Earth or your conversion, your Pattern Keeper conversion, you already love it. That's why you're doing it. That's why doing it this way was so important. 3857, got a few of those. 3857. By the time I get this next section done, I'll be able to go back round to my normal side of the desk as well. Although I'm really loving sitting on this chair. I may have to get another one of these chairs because actually my back is fine in these. So I may need to try and procure another table. Another chair, sorry, not another table. Although I do need to get a desk once I get moved into the sunroom, but I don't think into the snug. I don't think that's going to happen just yet. We've got quite a bit of work to do still on the cabin before I can move into it. My husband, if you ask my husband, he would say he doesn't want me to move into it at all until all the electrics are in properly. That's not going to happen because it will be months before that happens. And I want this stuff out of here and get moved into the snug so I can have a craft room. Because, you know, I don't want much. I just want a cabin in the garden and a craft room. And more diamond paintings and numerous other things. My father would say that I'm quite spoiled. I don't think I am, but my father would say I was. That's that one. On a roll here today. And maybe that's it. You know, maybe the key to doing projects like this is to dedicate half a day rather than just doing a section at a time, because it's very slow moving when you do that. Right, that one goes there because I can see that one, and that one goes there. And then we've got one up in this corner. Right, hold on a second. Where's my 3? Right, I've missed a drill. I've got a space there and I shouldn't have. So you know what I'm going to do? No, I should have 2 there. Have I just put that in the wrong place? Hold on. You see, I was doing so well is because I spoke. Right, that's the start of that square. So that shouldn't be there. It should be there. No, because I should have 2 here. I think I've probably done these ones wrong. So let's go back to this one because I know I've got those ones right. So here, I should have one of these here. And one of these here. So let's do those. And then I should have one here. So let's do that there. So I should have... No, that's right, isn't it? Because it's those 2. Yeah, forget me. Forget me. It's good. I'm just looking in the wrong place. Oh. At least it wasn't as big a screw up as last night or even earlier today. Right, just give me 2 seconds. Toilet break. Okay, let's get this done. So I've already put my next colour in. I went for a toilet break. Not that you want to know my toilet habits, but I went and had a toilet break and made a fresh coffee. I have now switched to decaf. Do need to try and get a decent night's sleep tonight because I'm still struggling sleep-wise, I have to say. Now, it's not unusual for me. I do have chronic insomnia. But like the other night when my mum wasn't here, I slept in her bed, and that was the first time I've slept through a straight 6 hours in months. And like, she's got, like, the bed that she sleeps in was in the house when we bought it, so we don't know how old the mattress is or where it came from or anything. I mean, it was clean. Let's just make that clear. I'm not making her sleep in a dirty mattress or anything, but we don't know where it came from. And I'm sleeping on an £800 mattress that my husband paid for last year, and it's orthopedic and everything, and still just not sleeping all night. You know, I'm getting a maximum 2 to 3 hours, and I'm one of those people, I can't just lay there. So I end up coming down and having, you know, I try and make myself a hot chocolate, or, you know, I try not to watch YouTube and stuff. that time of night. I try and read instead to try and slow my brain down, but it would be so nice just to have a good night's sleep straight through, because I know I'd feel so much better for it. However, I didn't get up at 5 o'clock this morning. I knew I didn't have to be up quite that early, so I did get up a little bit later today. I mean, it was still early because I've got to do the school run, but not as bad. So there's also the fact that I was sort of on the come down from doing the live last night, so I sat and talked to Penny for a bit, and then went to bed. But it just takes a little while for my mind to turn off, I think. Right, so we've got one there, and we've got one in. Literally had it 2 seconds ago, so it's that one and that one. So that's that done. Fabulous. What's the next one? What should we do next? Let's do the S's. 3781. Seriously done almost as much in one day, in 24 hours, as I've done in the last sort of 6 weeks. It's literally that bad. 3781, and that is the beauty of doing this event, isn't it? You know, that's why it was worth doing, so that we could make some progress. So there's that one, and we've got one up here, which is that one. Done. So nice actually seeing some real progress on this. I never thought it was going to happen, and I know that I overreached myself with whips. Right, so that's that one, and then we've got these two up here. 1, 2, which leaves us one in the corner and one there. Fabulous. Both of these. And that one and that one. Cracking on. Smoking. Not literally. Brill. So yeah, it's nice to see some real progress, and it's nice to see it hanging up as well, because it doesn't normally. So having it in front of me, you know, I do still have Mackenzie's Treasure ongoing, which I can switch to, but it's not a focus this month. If I don't get anything done on Mackenzie's Treasure this month, it's fine. I'll pick it up in December. I haven't got anything that I particularly want to do for Christmas or anything, although I do have, I've got a Christmas gnome canvas I could do, but I'm not bothered if I don't, you know. I'd be quite happy to finish Mackenzie's Treasure in December. And the dancer one is purely just because sometimes you do just get fed up of doing the same, don't you? Well, I mean, I do. I don't know about anybody. I can't speak for anybody else, but why have I gone up there and I haven't done? I've marked that. I haven't. Let's do that because I've done that one. Right. So let's come down, and we've got one in there. Miss 3, 2, 3, and then one in there. Miss 1 and another one. Should leave us a gap of 2. Yes, it does. And then we've got one there. And then we've got 4. So I can multi-place those 4. I know there's one underneath, but that's on the next section, on the next square. The square underneath. So let's do that in a bit. Miss 1 and that one. And then we've got 2 next to it, so let's get those in. Usually if I do multi-place on this, this is where I would then roller it. Is that right? Yeah. Because when I multi-place, they don't always go in the right place. That's that one. Right, so we're in this section, aren't we? So that's that one. That one. One next to it. And one down at the bottom here. Where's that one? There's my two there. That one. And it's that one. Again, just had to anchor myself then. So we've got this one. Oh, didn't release. And these two. Like that. Brilliant. And then I've got one down at the bottom here. Right, so that one's done. Okay. Right, so down here. I do hope that those of you that are taking part, it is going well. I'm sure it will be. And I'm not sure why we need an event to make sure we do something that we clearly enjoy. But, you know, it is the nature of what we do. So these three. Look, I've lost that already. Literally just put it down. This is why sometimes, I know I'm not the only person that does this, but sometimes, right, so that's that one. So it's these two, it's here. Sometimes I just put my finger where I need to go because it helps me find my place. So we've got that one and we've got that one. So that's them two. And then we need to come down into this fork and we need to do that one, and that one. Because sometimes it just helps, especially when you've got drills that are very similar colours. You know, doing all of this. That's two. Right, I've done that one. So it's that one, yeah. Just there. Oh, thought I'd gone wrong again. Concentrate, Sam. Thing is, I'm worried that if I don't talk, if I'm not talking about something, everyone's going to get really bored. There. I need to mark them off as I go, I think, because I'm waiting and then what I'm doing is I'm losing where I am. So there. There. And there. And then we've got two and then one. Then we've got miss two. Yeah, miss two and then two, which will give us a gap of one. Yep. And then two into this last section of three. Nearly there. Fabulous. So yeah, just don't want people to get bored, you know. But those of you that are taking part in the event, I know you won't. I know you'll be here because you'll be having the same challenges that I've got. But it's, you know, obviously for my other subscribers that aren't taking part, they may not want to watch Heaven and Earth all the time. However, 3031, I am going to try and get a couple of other bonus videos up as well in between, time allowing. I need to say that because, you know, I've got an awful lot going on. Right, so we want these two So that's those two done. Then we've got two up here, one in that one and one in that one. Nice and easy. And then we need three across here. 1, 2, 3, and then one underneath it, which fills that one in. That one, and that corner of that 5, which is that one. Fab. Going well. I mean, if you remember on the last couple of sections that I did go wrong a fair bit. So this one is definitely going smoother. Just give my... You can give these trays quite a good whack to dislodge the drills if your drills are sticking a little bit. But because I've got such small pots, let's do this. Right, 3371. This is one of the colours that I need the most of in this entire canvas. 3371. I have got a fair few now. Penny was able to help me out with quite a few. Swig of my coffee, sorry guys. Okay, so we've got 2 there. So 2 like that. 2 like that. 2 in there. Very, very proud of Penny. I have to say, she is giving multi-placing a good go. I think she's actually cracking it now. Which is nice, because I think the problem with trying new techniques is very often people give up too easily. It's the same with any craft, isn't it? I had my daughter tried crochet when she was little, and she, you know, literally within the first few minutes she's like, no, I can't do it. Well, do you know, you don't always get everything the first time. You know, sometimes it takes 2 or 3 first goes to actually get it. You know, you're being too hard on yourself. So I think that's what I'd like to say, is don't be too hard on yourself. If you've tried, multi-placing and it hasn't worked out, wait and try again. And the best advice I can give you is to do what I did. I used a 2-placer first, and it was purely because I had a 2-placer in a set of metal placers that I got. So I did the 2-placer first, and then once I got used to using the 2-placer, once I was happy with the neatness of it, I then switched to a 3-placer, and I've gone up one at a time. Now on a square, I have stuck to a 4-placer, because if I go to a 5-placer at the minute, or a 6, I'm then straightening them up. So I'm using the biggest I can deal with, which at the minute is a 4, and then straightening them if I need to. If I get to a point, if I get to a point where my 4 are completely straight every time I place them, then I will go up 1. But not until then. And I think that's the trick. Give yourself time. You may find that you need to try multi-placing 3 or 4 times before you're successful. But it does come in handy. You know, if you've got big areas of colour blocking, that round one that I've been doing, I have used a 9-placer on that for a time, but I am having to straighten them. So at the minute, I've been using a 7-placer and eating through that colour blocking section at the top. Once I get down to the skirt in that dancer, I will then be in a position where I probably wouldn't be able to multi-place too much anyway, because it's confetti there. So I'm just using the multi-placer to eat away all of that colour blocking first. Does come in handy. The other thing that Penny said about her multi-placing is she is finding that she can use her multi-placer to place 1 or 2 drills. I think she's using a 3. Absolutely, I can quite easily single place with a multi-placer. But it's one of those things that doesn't happen overnight. Using glue dots took me a couple of attempts. Using tape took a couple of attempts. But now, most of the time, I find it quite easy. Not too much to go. I'm going to look at that. Plenty of time. Come on, drills. So what you can do with the cook tray, if you've got drills and they're sticking a little bit, use a dryer sheet just to wipe the inside of your tray. Every now and again, please do take your cook tray and give it a wash and let it dry naturally. That will make a massive difference. The other thing you can do is, if you've got a lot of drills in your tray, is to put the lid back on first and give it a good shake and then empty it out. That was the beauty. That's why I wanted a tray with a lid. Well, there was a couple of reasons I wanted a tray with a lid. One of the reasons is because I do very often leave off doing a section for a while. And that way I don't have to worry every single time about putting my drills away. I just leave the bottle out that I'm using and put the lid on my tray. That's why I wanted one. The other reason is because it makes it very easy to shape the drills up to get them out. I like the smaller tray when I'm doing confetti, because I don't necessarily need a large tray if I'm only pouring out a handful of drills. Right, so all of this bar 1 I can do. So let's get that one in, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the drills right next to that one, so I know that I need to not do that, and I'm just going to fill all of this in and do it in one go. She says if I can get my drill to release, because all of this is 310, which is very handy. I actually have no idea of whereabouts on this picture I am, because it's all confetti at the top here, so there's not any really. Look at that. Oh, take away my 4-placer. Definitely haven't got it yet. Give them another shake. I also like the stopper. The nature of 3D printing plastics, some of them anyway, is that they wear, you know, as you use them. And I wanted a stopper that wasn't going to fall out, because I'm quite clumsy, and very often I will just pick my tray up really quick and just fling it, and the stopper would fly out, and then I'd have to hunt for the stopper, and then I had to buy extra stoppers. Whereas, because the shank on this one is so big, so long, even when it loosens off, the length of the shank in it keeps it inside the tray, so it doesn't shake out. Fair enough, I haven't tested it long enough to know that it will never shake out, and I will of course offer extra stoppers if people should wish to have them. There's also the fact that if you're like Penny, you might want stoppers in a different colour. You might want to have white trays with grey stoppers, or vice versa. You might want to. Why did I pull all of those out for 2? Why? You might want to mix and match, which is another good thing about having the different colours. You know, you could mix the colours up. I must admit, I have my solitary black tray. I wouldn't produce a black tray. It's not a colour tray that I would use, because that would then mean I'd have to have at least 2 trays, so that I had a paler one to do dark drills in, because I wouldn't be able to see the darker drills in a black tray. However, the white tray with the black lid looks gorgeous. So actually, mixing the trays, mixing the colours is probably a good thing. It might be quite nice. So I look forward at some point to producing something other than white and grey. I just thought having 2 base colours makes it a little bit easier. And at the minute, we only have 1 printer. So if I tie a printer up with too many colours, we can't produce as many, which defeats the object. 977, where are you? Let's get you in. So we've only got bits and pieces now. Some nice oranges. What colour is it? It's dark orange, isn't it? It's more of that colour. So let's pick out this mid colour, because I have a few of these. So that one, and that one, like so. And that and that. If I could keep this pace up, if I could keep up a 3x2 square, a 3x2 section over the course of November, that's going to get me a good way on. Won't get me finished. Okay, have I missed one there? No, I've got one in the wrong place. We should have a gap of 2 there. So I think that one should be down. That's it. Obviously gone wrong somewhere. So there you go. I did go wrong. Just not blindingly obviously wrong. She says. Like that. Oh, look, I've got plenty of time. I've got 20 minutes yet. It's all good. I have gone wrong, haven't I? I should only have 6 there. They should be right. Got it. Got it. Right, so that should have been. So that should be there. Oh my God. Right, so that was right. I know what I've done now. I was looking in the wrong section. So that should be down there. That's right. There we go. Fixable. Fixable, fixable. I was looking in the wrong section. Better. Although I still have an extra. I still have one here, which I shouldn't have. Let's take that out. Let me just check. I don't need that somewhere else. 2 1 1 3 1 1 1 1 1 2. No, that's fine then. Next, the Y symbol. I hope if you are watching and you're not doing a conversion project, I hope that this is interesting enough that you're not too bored. Right, 722, which is another lovely orange colour. I'm going to go for the dark one because I like the darker. So that's one. That's complete. 1, 2, 3. Although I still think that this section has gone much better and much easier than the previous 2. Definitely done better with my placement and my concentration level. Again, not a bad thing. I think sometimes you can overthink it, you know. It's just the nature of anxiety, I think. And that one. There we go. We are getting somewhere. Right, next symbol. Let's do pound symbol, which is 3, 7, 2, 1. So now, because we're down to small amounts, I'm not going to put the stopper on because I don't necessarily need it. Now I'm going to go for this darker colour because it seems to match what we've got on Pattern Keeper. And that's what I like about having the little colour swatch up here. It just helps you, especially when you've got mixed drills. That one. That proper crunched in, that drill. I don't think it was one of the better drills, but it's in. There we go. What's next? Oh, I've got 3. 3, 8, 2, 7, which is this colour. Oh, and I pulled out 3. That was handy. Handy Andy, as they used to say. That's what they used to call my uncle. Handy Andy. To be fair, most of the time he was called Ginger because he's ginger. I never said my family was original. Okay, that's them done. Next one is this, which is 402. Don't know why I put the stopper back in. 402, so it's beautiful orangey colours. And I tell you what I do like, I just think that doing this particular canvas at this time of year is ideal because I'm matching the autumn colours beautifully. So it does make for, you know, a good seasonal picture. It probably won't be as amazing when we get to spring and I'm still doing it, because have no doubt I will be. We'll see how this event goes. If it goes really well, we can always plan another one for in, you know, a few months time. 3854, so that we can make more progress, unless you have finished your current one by then. At the rate Penny's going, very feasible that she could, but nearly done. And then I've got enough time to get back, make another drink, get the table set up properly, and hang my diamond painting up, ready for my friend to come in. Why did I just put that away? I haven't done these ones. Why did I do that? I have done them. I think it's because I was not concentrating, obviously. 3854. Let's get them back out because I need another 4. So she pours out 8. Hey ho. Right, so we've got 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there. So that's them done. Yes. 610. Where are you? 610. Like a greeny colour. Don't need all of those either, but you know, it is what it is. Well, I'm quite pleased with myself for today. I think, considering how much I've worked on this in the last few weeks, I've got so much done what with the live last night and doing 2 videos today, of course you will be seeing this on Thursday, but it is still a decent amount just by doing that much. As simple as that. 167. I only need 2. Let's see if I can dip them out. Yes, is the answer. Now, I will say that my other 611, so that was the next one. My other canvases that I've got, my conversion canvases, none of those have got masses of colours either. That does not mean I've got an arrow up there, look. I've got 2 of those, 922. Yeah, they're not massive either, but I would like to do a max colour at some point. Just not. I think if I'm going to do a max colour, I'd probably want to do something. The problem is with max colour, it's always going to be confetti, isn't it? And I'm not a confetti fan. You know, I do like some, but I don't like loads. You know, probably doing completely the wrong project. 3828 for our last one. So that is my second section of the day completed. Really, really pleased that I've managed to get that filmed and done. So I just need to edit the video and get it scheduled for tomorrow. Thank you again for joining me today. If you are taking part in PK November, I do hope that you've managed to get some done and that you are enjoying and loving this process. I certainly am. And especially when I can get great inroads into actually getting some of this done. Love it. Please do feel free to leave comments on the video if you have any questions or if you're interested. How did I do that? How did I miss one? Right, now I haven't. I'm trying to bring it down so you can see how much I've done. So where are we at? So I am now, how am I at 6,102? I've got 2 here that I can see that I've caught by accident. So let's just zoom in to get those. And it's literally, no, broken it. It is literally where that one. Frog that, go on to that one, frog that, that's better. 6,100 drills and I am now at 8.09%. Woohoo! And you can just start to see that picture come together. Let me take off the translucent colours because you should be able to see it a bit more blocky. And yeah, starting to get some details coming in now. So that's good. So that is it from me for today. I will see you in the next video. If you are participating, keep on drilling. Let's do this. Let's get some real progress this month. So it is, as always, over and out from this Kitten Up Kitten. Bye-bye.